What is going on, guys? Thank you for joining me. We are back for another episode of From Zero to Hero. Now, if you remember last episode, we moved club. Finally, we are up in that top flight of Norwegian football. We never ended up needing to leave Norway. So we are here, and how is it going? Well, people can see results. Position, not so good. Okay, we're going to start with the schedule. It's not been the best start, guys. I mean, as we said, when we joined, we would, before this Sognal 2, which I set up to obviously get a bit of tactical practice in. So we beat our second team 5-1. And then we played the cup match. We got a 2-0 victory. And do you know, I was fairly happy. We played fairly well. I'll just show you the goals. You can see, obviously, how my first competitive games manager Sogndal went. We had 14 shots, there 4. We had 63% possession to their 37% possession. We had 5 on target, they only had 1. We only gave away 6 fouls. We only picked up 1 yellow in the match. And the team played fairly well. This is the first goal here. So well worked throwing just down, took a touch, laid it inside, and he finished it. And that was actually his first goal of the season. And then the second one comes from a set piece, laid off short, ball comes in, fantastic finish on the volley. So 2 really good goals, which I was happy with. But then we went to the league. Now I knew Viking were bottom, so that 4-0 defeat was shocking. And we actually set up a new tactic for that game, and shocking. But so our first game was Rosenborg away. Now they were near the top of the table, so I didn't expect a fantastic performance, but we pushed them all the way, losing the game 2-1. Obviously then Viking 4-0, it was horrendous. But then we played Stromskott set, and we lost 1-0, but we started to show signs that there was a possibility we could do well. And then we played Lillestrøm away in the last game, and we drew 1-1, and we played really well. I was really happy with that, and we definitely look like a team who is going in the right direction, I hope, because now I'll show you the league table, and as you can see, we have rock bottom, and we are 5 points behind 13th, so we definitely need to get some points on the board quickly. Now you will see we do have a few home games in a row. We've got Haugesund and Stabæk, then we've actually got Fredrikstad, then Molde away, Brann away, then Odd at home. So we definitely need to start pulling ourselves together and doing it very quickly. Ball confidence, we're still stable. Finances, we've losing an absolute fortune each month. And now I know we are paying a lot of debt at the minute. So definitely, this club is struggling financially. You will see I've cut 8,000 off the wage bill since I've took over. So I'm just going to go into the transfers and just show you what has happened. So since you guys came in, it was here. So I've released 2 players on a free, sold, I think that's our goalkeeper, 33 OCL loan goalkeeper, and then we sold a Armenian striker. Then I released loads of youth players. All of these players were £400 a week, guys, and they were all shocking. They were shocking. I mean, there's one, there's someone else, half a star, there's someone else, dreadful. And then 2 more players went out. A fairly decent Polish left winger we looked at, but he didn't really fit in the system I wanted to go with, and we needed to get that wage bill down. And this guy, obviously, is fairly decent, but the issue with that guy is he was Danish, and we had a massive issue where you have to have at least 14 players out of the 25 from Norway, and we only had 10. So I've had to try to sort some stuff. We only brought in 1 player, and he's not from Norway, which obviously didn't help that situation. But a really good Irish winger. So he's coming. He's played 2 games since he come in. And we have 2 players coming in now. Flo is leaving, so that's a player leaving. But I've managed to get Christian Jensen, if you remember, the fantastic centre-back I signed for 35k with Egerson. He is coming to us for free. So delighted with that. He's coming at the end of the season. And coming in as our backup goalkeeper is the goalkeeper we signed from Brina, who I really liked, and he did really well for us, and definitely is a backup keeper. At the minute we've got a youngster in because we need more Norwegian players, so having a Norwegian on the bench as our backup keeper is fantastic. Quick look through this. This is one of the main issues. We are not scoring enough goals. This was happening before we come in. A couple of players on 3. Assists wise, again, a couple on 3, that's it. Key passes, 24 for Hexted. Interceptions 107 for Roseth, so definitely one of our better players. And average rating 7.36 for Falkstad, who's played 5 games. Most valuable player 375k is our left back from Poland. Then it's Skardheim, our Norwegian right back. What else is there to show you? The tactics we've gone with. We actually playing a very standard 4. We're playing a very standard 4-5-1 at the minute. It was the only tactic I could really get working how I wanted it to work. At the minute, we're very short of talent, which I need. We definitely need some wingers in. Our central midfield is fairly decent, guys. Striker-wise, we obviously not scored enough goals, but I do think since I've took over, we're looking fairly good. So hopefully in time that's going to change. But I think if you look, we've got fairly good side. I mean, it's definitely our striker-wise we're struggling. It's just something that hopefully in time we can get sorted out and we can just start winning some games. I mean, we're down in last place at the minute, which is obviously not acceptable. But let's get into this game. Hopefully we can get a victory. I'm sorry for waffling on. My little boy's just woke up there as well. If I sounded like I was a bit distracted. As always, he sleeps and then as soon as I'm due to record, he wakes up. So our record going to this is 1-4, drew 2, lost 11, which is shocking. But like I say, we just about to hit this run now of home games. So hopefully we can actually pick up some victories in this. What I did fail to show you was my assistant manager of Megason is the under-19 assistant manager here. And also the fitness coach and the normal coach has joined me. So basically the 3 coaches who left Egerson when I left from that mail in the last episode, the mass exodus, if you remember, all 3 of them have now joined me here, which is nice. I think it's nice for that, and it's nice I've already brought in a couple from Egerson, and a couple of the youngsters I'm also trying to bring in as well, the 2 who come through the youth recruitment this year. So I definitely think it's nice I can bring them players with me. Definitely not nice if I can't keep this job. I definitely need to start winning some games. Otherwise I'll be moving them clubs again. But I do want to try to bring as many of the players with me because some of them, we've gone 1-0 up. Fantastic. Some of them some really good quality. The 2 that come through the youth recruitment this year are top flight quality, I think. So definitely want to bring them in. But we are 1-0 up, which is nice. Definitely fantastic. We've started well this game. Our first home game in the league. See if we can just get ourselves a second goal for a bit of comfort. Good ball. Oh, unlucky. That was close. We definitely need to pick up a couple of victories in a row now just to close that gap to the mid-table teams. Good ball. Finish it. Come on, finish it. It's like pinball. So if you look, Mulder running away with it, but apart from that, and we have gone 2-0 up. This is a fantastic start to this game. 20 minutes gone against Hogson, who are sitting in 8th place, and we are 2-0 up, which is more than I could have asked for. I'm definitely, when I saw the games away from home, I knew I was going to have a very, very difficult start to my managerial career at this club. So delighted it's actually starting to look better. Look like we putting together some results. A 1-1 draw away from home was a nice point against obviously 9th place Lillestrøm. So if we can finish this off and get a victory, that will put us 5 points behind Haugesund. Oh, what a free kick! What a free kick that is. Stephen Kinsella, his first goal for us as well. Beautiful free kick. Oh, he nearly got second. Oh, I will say, guys, is since you're with us, I've had maybe 15 players on trial, trying to obviously bolster the squad. Now I've got the wage budget down, I can afford to sign a couple of people. None of them want to come. Genuinely, just none of them. Now, I did try some sneaky ones, like Rubinho, 35 years old now. Got him in on trial, but once he came in, he had no interest in coming. But definitely. I'm still looking to improve. We're still in the transfer window, so fingers crossed something might happen shortly. But we will just have to wait and see. There's always a possibility. Where's that ball at? Here we go. Kinsella's a great sign. I'm definitely delighted to have signed him. He's just missed an open goal. He went round the keeper there perfectly, then missed. Come on. Oh, we've hit the post. I'm just going to make a substitution, guys. Bucks hasn't got a goal. I'm going to bring on Bernard Arthur, who got a goal in my first game in the Cup. And actually, I'm playing at home in the Cup in 2 games' time as well. Chance to get to the semi-finals of the Cup, which would be nice. Kinsella, is he offside? Or? We are 4-0 up, and they have only had 1 shot all game. This is a performance to be proud of. First victory in the league, first home game in the league. Coming up a decent couple of games. Oh my days, I genuinely can't believe it. We are 5-0 up. 5-0 up after 50 minutes of the match. Arthur's come on, he scored within a couple of minutes of coming on, which is nice. It justifies my substitution. And what I will say as well is we have a lot, and I mean a lot, of players out of contract at the end of this season. And I haven't agreed or even spoke to any of them yet. I want to see how this season was panning out first, because we are struggling massively financially. We either need to win the Cup or have a 10-game winning streak and somehow sneak into 3rd place. But as long as Rosenborg and Strømsgodset don't win this game in hand they've got, that would leave us 13 points behind them. So it's not impossible to catch them, but it would require them losing half of their games left, I would say, and us basically winning every single game, which is not going to happen. So the Cup is more than likely our ticket into Europe, we could say. So I definitely want to focus on the Cup. So no doubt I will rest some players in the following league game before the Cup, just to see if I can get to the semi-finals. Then obviously push on to the final, hopefully. But that is a victory, and we've won 5-0, which is vital for our goal difference. It's vital for our confidence. Definitely vital for our confidence. Delighted with that. Definitely, really, really delighted. Was not expecting such a performance of skill and looks superb. Sognadal, definitely massive. Wait up, super win. FA Plus, but great moment. He was terrific. But let's check the competitions, guys, and see where we at. So we're sitting in 14th now. We got minus 13 goal difference, so we still have the worst goal difference in the league. But we had only scored 14 in games, so it's definitely good that we've now scored more games than we've played. That's what happens sometimes. The schedule screen is only showing half of it. There we go. So when are we going to come back? I think we're going to come back for the odd game at home, unless the Cup semi-final, if we get to it, is around here, then we'll be back for that. But if not, we'll be back for odd at home. So thank you for joining us, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.